Hello and welcome. I am Dogbert and welcome to this weekly Whalebert update. That's right. It's time to update what's happening on Whalebert as an overall thing. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to stream much this week due to some internet issues, which seem to be resolved, so I'll be get back to streaming again then shortly. But we need to make this video go over what's been happening on Whalebert. So, first thing first, Whalebert has hit level 81. This is just spending energy, ISO energy. Nothing major there. In the arena, Whalebert is trading 1 and 2 back and forth with Sapphire. Today was Sapphire's day. But the other interesting thing is we have competition now. We have Dr. Captain Man. Big Said here. Cypher here is also another one despite the blue border. You can see by his TCP, he is another time heist whale. I don't think Commander Tom is, but he may have bought something at one point. It's hard to say with him. And the other one that we don't see is this guy, Chrome. He has not really moved up, but he's obviously bought it. So I'm not sure what's going on with him. So if you're not too familiar, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total time heist accounts inside this arena shard at the current time. And it's pretty much has been me and Sapphire number 1, number 2. Dr. Captain Man has tried to take 1 or 2 from us. We knock him back down. It's going nicely. There's not too many of us, so it's working. That's what's going on in the arena. Let's go take a look at the roster. Plus, we want to go over Cosmic Crucible. That was this week as well. So, looking at the roster, I've had some luck here. You know, I got Captain Carter unlocked thanks to Mega Orb. I've been bringing her up along with Captain America. I think I might actually take these into DD3 Global. We'll talk about that later. And I even opened up a Mega Orb, got Spider Weaver, and then through the events, getting shards for her, got her up to 3 stars, working on her. Winter Soldier was part of the Hydra package we got back at level 50, I believe it was. So, of course, working on him. Unlocked Shuri, been working on Shuri. And I also have Nakia, which I got from Mega Orb, working on her as well. Because you do need Wakandans in the Doom campaign. And the Doom campaign is important because you are getting the Gear 14, Gear 15 pieces out of there. And, of course, there's some teal gear at the very end, but there's also character shards in there. They go farm characters. I've unlocked Deathpool. Still working on Young Avengers. Got them I got also them unlocked. Don't have Echo or Squirrel Girl yet. Still farming Emma. Got some T4s, even some blue ISO now on Icarus. You can see I have, I just need 1 more T4. T4s is still a problem, of course. The other problems being things like purple ability materials. If you look at, ISOs are in short supply. I have to really watch my purple ability materials. I even have to watch my purple gear, to be honest with you. Purple gear is another issue. I have to farm that as well. That is a severe bottleneck. Not so much a blue gear issue right now, because I'm not really doing the blue gear too much. But purple gear is becoming a major issue. And you can look at this roster. Obviously, I need the orange uniques in order to take anybody else up. I'll be able to decide then who exactly I want to take up once I have enough orange uniques for somebody that I'm willing to bring into DD3. Essentially, that's where I've been working on. You can see my Wakandans there. There's a couple more of them that I've been working on. Just working here and there. There's some Baku. I worked on Killmonger some before I got Nakia. A lot of characters that are just going to be left sitting that you get through the Time Heist bundle. And they really want me to work on Sunfire. They keep giving me Sunfire Mega Orbs. You can see I got him at 4 stars already. And I even pulled a 7 red on him. They really want me to work on Sunfire for some reason. I don't know. Some other characters I've unlocked. Scarlet Spider, Hulkbuster, Nico's unlocked. I got Kraken America. Magneto's done. I got Invisible Woman. Strange Heartless Shang-Chi has been unlocked. He'll be getting worked on. Unlocked Psylocke. Brawn, doing quite well on him. Already have enough for 4. Silver Samurai's joined it. Ghost Spider, given for free. Lady Deathstrike. I got Gambit unlocked. Scarlet Witch, Phantom X, a lot of crap there. I've essentially unlocked all the Web Warriors. I got Spider-Punk and Miles as well. So this is going quite well for only a week. As far as campaigns, I'm actually pretty far in them. I've completed all of Heroes 7. That's done. Got through all that. You know, you need city characters, you need global characters. Was this the easiest thing? Not, well, Cosmic was, but not so much. But, you know, you just had to get through it. I did all the villains, Chapter 7, just got through them. This was obviously the hardest part here, the AIM Hydra Sinister 6. I unlocked Doc Ock on purpose and brought up the level 60. And that really helped me get through it. I was able to get through the Mystics, no problem. And this is just whatever villains you want to use. That was pretty easy. Nexus didn't pose any problems. Shield, Brotherhood, X-Men, you got plenty of those. Kree, Guardian, Asgardian, more or less Gamora carries you there. And the first couple are just whoever you want to use. So that was pretty easy to get once you got through Nexus. The one I am having problems with is the Doom campaign. I'm still trying to get the Wakandans to work here and building up the Wakandans, but that's not a bad thing to do because the Wakandans do come in handy inside of Cosmic Crucible and eventually in War as well. They are a very good team. The other choice would be Merc or AIM. Once I can get past it, great. Obviously, I was able to get past Doom 1, Wave 1 Avenger, Fantastic Four, or Shield. Essentially, you have enough Shield characters in Wave 1's between Hulk and Thor to get through there. Hero, Mystic, that's Eternals. They just roll over that. And you have tons of Hero Mutants because you get the Uncanny and mostly Unlimited X-Men, minus the Legendaries. So you have more than enough here to get through those nodes, I found. And then you get the hard campaign. I have, well, this is just a matter of me working on this, honestly. I got up through 3 on Heroes. Just, you know, to get some character shards. I can get to Emma. I can get to Maria here. I've been working harder on the villains. This one's run into a little bit of a roadblock. It's gotten a bit harder out here. We have unlocked the Cloak node, unlocked the Sharon node. Just a little bit more reliable than trying to get them out of the raid store. You can see I have these nicely unlocked already. That will be quite useful in the future when I really need the teal gear. I am getting carried in raids. I really don't do much in the raids, to be honest with you. We're just doing Gambit, doing Gamma 4, difficulty 2, Doom 1, difficulty 1, 1.1. And I just kind of collect everything as it goes and get as much as I can, which is nice being carried. And so that brings us to, let's go to Dark Dimension. Obviously, I completed Dark Dimension 1 and 2 twice. I am actually already in Dark Dimension 3. I was able to one-shot the first node, one-shot the second node, and then we ran into the problems that is known as the third node. Took me 8 attacks total, and then no rush. I did get through it. Screw those friggin' Ms. Marvels. And I just started Dark Dimension node 4. I only did 1 attack so far. We'll do as much as I can. Not in any rush because I really don't have the global characters to really get through global, to be honest with you. So I'm going to totally take my time. Not really worried about that. It would be nice to get through Dark Dimension 3 faster, but I still have to plan out who I'm going to be using for global. We already know the Cosmic section's no-brainer. Eternals, Orchestral, Silver Surfer. That one's done. And then it'll just be a matter of who do I bring for City. My default will be Symbiote Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, and Scream if I don't have anybody else ready by the time I get there. Otherwise, I would like to get like a Squirrel Girl, a Shang-Chi, maybe Cloak and Dagger, things I would be using later on to eventually get to Dark Dimension 4, and of course in Dark Dimension 5, and whatever comes beyond that. Now, Cosmic Crucible I found very interesting. I was down in the Bronze 1 category, and you're going to see here, I did take my 3rd victory, and I actually won every single round. Because I did something my opponents didn't do. I was able to clear all the rooms. And as you can see here, I've been promoted to Bronze 2. Not so much, not too bad. Taking all 3 out. You can even see Dr. Captain Man in my Arena Shard. So, what happened here? Well, it all goes back to just remembering what you have. Let's take a look at Jasmine Balios. Let's take a look at those results. Now, me attacking, I had to take out their symbiotes. They put an Infinity Watch and a couple Axemen here. You can see they put the Brotherhood here. They put the Eternals with Silver Surfer, Philovel, and Magic. I took them out. This is X-Men. Beast, you know, not an easy team here. They put it in team room 5. And then room 6, they had what they had in the Black Water plus Loki. I threw in Silver Surfer and took them all out. I was able to one-shot all rooms. On defense, they had problems because I actually built the Wakandans. Number 1, that was one of the issues. I actually did. They didn't. Number 2, they threw pretty much, if you looked at this, and you're looking at all this, you'll notice that this is pretty much the top of their roster. They threw everything they had on defense, essentially. They had nothing for offense. Let's go back to room 6 quick. You'll see what I'm talking about. Look at all the purple here. You don't see any orange even trying to take this on. Here again, my symbiotes holding up. No orange at all. Here's a team I put in here, the X-Men, my own X-Men with Beast out there. Again, all purples. This is the first time we see any kind of orange, and that was Kestrel. They had a 2-tap my Pym Tech. And I had, at this time, just the default hand team in there, so that was easy for them to pick off. But you're noticing the lack of orange. They did not have the offense in order to have that heavy a defense. They went turtle. I went more offense. Now, definitely at these lower levels, I'm going to tell you, you want to go heavier offense. Why? Because you want to clear those rooms to get those Cosmic Crucible credits. You want these Cosmic Crucible credits. They can get you orange gear. They can get you teal gear. They can get you the uniques you need. You absolutely positively have to be focused on clearing rooms, not winning the match. Clearing the rooms. Wins and losses will happen. They're going to happen. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. Whatever. Just fight for efficiency. You win, you win. You lose. But the important thing is you get as many Cosmic Crucible credits as possible to get that valuable gear to make it easier on yourself. So then we moved on to round 2. This is where I faced Dr. Captain Man, and I got a little cocky, actually, but I did beat him again. As you take a look at the results on attack, here you can see I had to take out a Gambit. He actually had Gambit built up. Pretty smart. He has Nemesis. He actually, he only put one half of the Dad Bros here, which was kind of weird that he did that, but Sabretooth and Wolverine being Gear 14 is no joke. Room 2, he had symbiotes that was easily taken out with a Brotherhood. Now, I had some problems here. I had a combat cancel and come back in with a little bit more power. I highly underestimated what it means to have these 2 orange rings meet Gear 14, just how powerful this team really was. This was pretty much the top of his roster. I really tried to undercut it. That was my mistake. He had X-Force on defense. Here's another one where, again, I underestimated it coming in with all purple against their Weaver. That's not going to work. These are still pretty powerful with the Gear 14. There's such a big difference between a purple character here and Gear 14 character. It's not funny, so I ended up using the Infinity Watch plus Hela. I took that out. Now, Spider Weaver at this level isn't as bad because she doesn't have all her T4s. She's not getting all the charges like she would if when she's fully built. So that's something to consider. And you can see he actually just put the default Wakandan, hasn't worked on Wakandans at all. I was able to bring him Rebirth along with Thor and Hulk and take that out pretty easily, actually. On defense, he had a little bit better luck. He was actually able to take out my smaller Wakandans. You can see he's actually built Ultron up. He took out the symbiotes, no problem. He's actually built Magneto up. Now, here's the team that's been giving him fits, though. This was the Axemen in room 4. This is where they get revived once. Colossus is quite annoying at this level, to be honest with you. The Black Order isn't as good because it's really not the Black Order unless you have Ebony Maw. They don't get all their special empowered abilities like on Thanos and stuff like that. Pimtech, no problem. And of course, I still had the 2 default rooms. I'll show you my defense at the end of this. That brought us off to the last one, Sparty Command. Again, another heavy defense user. I was able to bring in Weaver here to help me out here. And trust me, getting through a Colossus is not fun at this level when you don't have a whole lot of power to get through them. I was able to use this mix mash to get through whatever this is with some Brotherhood and a Hand Sentry Guard and Power Armor. He has some really weird teams. This came down to Surfer versus Surfer at the end. My Surfer ended up winning despite him having a 6/6 Surfer. I was able to do a bit more damage because I had like Thor and Captain America up there. Thor was smashing quite a bit. Really helped me out. Took out... He split up the Eternals, which was weird. He had Kestrel there. It just came down to essentially they could be able to kill off the purple characters, no problem. And the Eternals just did all the work. I had some problems here. This was full gear 14 again. I just went and put in the Brotherhood. Didn't do too well, but we did take out Cyclops, which made it a lot easier to bring this team in to wipe it out. And last but not least was room 6. This is where the other half of the Eternals was, but they still had 3/5 of the Infinity Watch there, so it couldn't go easy on that. That was definitely a more difficult one. Because he's even got... I don't know why he split up the Eternals at all. On defense, well, it was Wakandan throwing him a fit. He didn't have any kind of power to go against him. Symbiote's taken up pretty easily. And you can see just getting a fit with this team as well. Again, not having the power there to get through me. Even Pimtech was giving him a little bit of a problem. And then the 2 defaults. So after seeing this, I was able to adjust my defense, make it a little bit tougher. I threw the Guardians on defense, and I threw Sinister Six on defense. Not really using either one of these teams at all. I don't really need them for offense, so that's fine. I have Pimtech Room 3. Room 4 is essentially Axeman with Colossus. I got the Symbiotes in Room 5, and I have my Wakandas in Room 6, and now I have moved Nakia in there to make it a little bit more difficult. But my strategy is still clear all the rooms and worry about wins and losses later. So that's how it looks like in the early versions of Cosmic Crucible. I think I've talked about just about everything you've seen in the roster. Oh, I forgot to mention I have 16 million gold. Not really too worried about the training mats right now, and I am ready for a gold orb opening event, as I am sitting on 147 gold orbs. It's been quite crazy. The main thing I have to worry about is training materials right now, and just the ability materials, so there's really no sense in spending a whole lot of gold to level characters up if I can't even put the abilities on them that they need. And I still need to do some legendary events. Haven't really done Nick Fury, stuff like that. Well, I'll get to it one day. But that about wraps it up for this Whalebert weekly update. I'll see you next week. Till next time.